Hello everybody, sorry about that. Welcome. Just me tonight. Hunter's going out for the draft. Let me move my mic a little bit closer. Hope everyone's having a great night. It's NFL draft night. We also have a Cavs playoff game that started out at 8. Let me look up the score of that. Hope everyone's having a great night and week. One more day and we're here to Friday. Currently for the draft, it's on pick 5. We see as well. We see past draft picks right now. The Cavs are losing to the Raptors. We had to whoop them the first match. About 2 minutes left in the first on Prime Video to put it on at 27-19. So we're only down by 8, but we'll have to catch up. It's currently Thursday, April 23rd, 2026. This is the Northeast Tower Sports Show on the Digital Channel. Didn't even say that yet. Sorry about that. This is not like this background. Maybe it's for Black Hat. That sucks. I'm sorry, guys. Let me see if I could maybe fix that or something. I am Cornholio. It's episode 51 here on the Doodle Channel. Hope everyone's having a great week. Like I said before, make sure to support any way you can. Like, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Quick, funny, not so funny topic. The Mets invented a new level of suffering and memes. The New York Mets have somehow turned an early season slump into what feels like baseball storyline more. Like a full-blown internet comedy series. Over past stretch, the Mets have dropped 12 straight games, getting outscored 67-22. A margin so lopsided it almost looks like a typo rather than a real stat line. And they're losing. We're talking about sloppy defense, silent bats, questionable pitching decision, and games that spiral out of control, which is interesting. It's kind of like the curse of Mambino. We have a classic one for them, so a lot of memes online about that. Really feel bad for them. Yeah, not really. We'll go right on to F1 recap. Not really as much going on right now. Just essentially at a reset era, actually. We had a massive regulation changes going in before Miami next weekend. Not this weekend, sadly. Basically, around the engine and the hybrid power unit and active aerodynamics have completely shaken the competitive order so far this year. Teams are still figuring out the new engine, aero balance, and especially with these changes coming up. Drivers have openly stated that the new cars are hard to understand in the drive, especially when the race starts. They're already tweaking rules, like I said before, to improve flat-out racing and safety before Miami. Current standings, like I've said before, we have Kimi Antonelli, George Russell, Charles Leclerc, Lando Norris. Mercedes is for early dominant team, but there's traditional powerhouses like Red Bull and McLaren are still adapting. I guess the picks end for New York. It'll be interesting if these new changes too. Apparently, it's going to be changes to qualifying that people kind of say Mercedes was exploiting, and probably other teams were too. Let's be honest about it. So that's interesting to see. I really don't know what that was about technically, if you know what I'm saying, but. And then a lot of it was with engine recharging as well. So how your engine recharges throughout the race, and I think that was qualifying as well. There are a lot of teams bringing aggressive upgrades to Miami because of the time we had off, a whole month. Red Bull in particular is targeting a performance jump opportunity. And I did read somewhere that they're actually stealing the, what was it? Ferrari Flip 180 wing. So that would be interesting if they actually do that. Right now, there is some drama. McLaren is pushing against multi-team ownership. Red Bull model arguing it creates unfair advantages, kind of like with Mercedes and deals they have with auto teams and Williams as well. Giants get Arvell Reese, linebacker from Ohio State. So the Giants. Yeah, cool to see. All these Ohio State guys going. Love to see it back to back. Let's go. And then we have Kansas City on the clock, and then I believe after that we have the Brownies. So that'll be cool to see. Nice to see another Ohio State guy get picked. We have some good players this year. We have some Max Verstappen uncertainty going back into F1. He's criticized for new rules and hinted at frustration. But rivals believe he'll stay and continue chasing titles. It's really all he could do. He does like GT, maybe do on the side. Coming up next, we have the Miami Grand Prix. What makes it big? Just another race. It's treated like a turning point in the season because teams are expected to bring major upgrade packages with rule tweaks also being introduced specifically for this race. Some insiders say Miami could be a start of a new competitive phase of new stuff coming out. Like, I guess, upgrades and rules changing at once. It's a true benchmark race for F1. I do think favorites to win would be Mercedes, either Antonelli or Russell. Probably Antonelli. Second, Ferrari, Leclerc or Hamilton. Dark horses would be McLaren, Norris Piastri, and Red Bull Verstappen, because he's still dangerous. Right now, for Aston Martin and Audi, engine gap is huge, and there's major concerns about that. Midfield teams are struggling to keep up with rapid development pace from the major teams, so we'll really have to see. Oh, the Browns traded or picked? Huh? Yeah, I guess the Browns traded or picked. That's no fun. And they already picked. So I don't know when the Browns go again. We'll have to see what it says on here. It'll be interesting to see for new race strategies for 2026 with the energy development, with the tweaked rules for right now. Tire management and upgrades will be cool as well. IndyCar at Long Beach, great race. What happened at Long Beach? Pillow controlled the race with clean racing strategy. Not much chaos needed. Rosencrantz impressed with a strong P2 after starting on pole. Veterans like Dixon stayed consistent, with others struggling to keep up. Big names like Joseph Newgarden finished outside the top 10. I think a lot of that was just a busted strategy, though. So now I wouldn't really blame him. So how unpredictable these street circuits could be, especially when you have a busted strategy like that. Pillow is taking over the season. He's already leading the championship and pulling away early like last year. This is shaping up to be a repeat title type run. Consistency versus chaos. Drivers like Dixon and Rosenquist are quickly stacking points, while others swing between podiums and poor finishes. The month of May is looming, which I'm hyped for that. Not losing, definitely looming. Everything now shifts into Indy, where the season can flip early and quickly, especially with the Indy 500 approaching mid-May, kind of mid-end of May, Memorial Day weekend, and then they also have that race road course, kind of whatever they call it, at Indy hybrid track that they do. I think it's like May 9th or May 1st. Midfield unpredictability. Drivers like Pato O'Ward and David Malukas are fast but inconsistent. Keeping up standings fluid behind the lead will be interesting. Current standings, the top 5 are Pillow, Kirkwood, Malukas, O'Ward, and Christian Lundgaard. The next race is like Sunso Grand Prix at Indy Motor Speedway on May 9th. It's a lead-in for the Indy 500. Teams are shifting setups towards overall performance. Momentum often carries the biggest race of the year. It'll be interesting to see. Excited to see who wins this. Will contenders like Kirkwood and O'Ward close the gap with these races? We'll have to see. NASCAR a little bit. I haven't been talking about NASCAR that much. Last race, they had the Advent Health 400. Kansas Speedway delivered most dramatic finishes of the season of Tyler Reddick, short track. Past Kyle Larson, late to win. Kyle Larson thought he was going to get another win from yellow flags, like how he won the championship last year, but that didn't happen. He now has 5 wins in the first 9 races, one of only 3 drivers as well. Continues on one of the most dominant starts in recent NASCAR history. Yeah, it's been like 45 years. I think it was like 79 the last time this happened. Top finishers, like I said, Reddick was number 1, Larson got 2nd, and 3rd got Briscoe, which got a huge late charge from 11th on that restart. Reddick is completely controlling the season early, which is crazy. He has a 100-point lead in first, and we have Danny Hamlin in second, Kyle Larson in third, and Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney in fourth, still in reach. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Michael Jordan's team's just going ham right now. People are already asking, is the season over already with him? People are calling it rigged. I don't think it's rigged. I do think it's weird, and we've talked about it a little bit before. I'm going to take a sip of tea before we start this. So the Chiefs got a cornerback from LSU, Delane. They did win that lawsuit last year. Michael Jordan's team, so people are saying, "Oh yeah, it's rigged, it's rigged." But I don't think that's how lawsuits work. They just win money, so whatever. With Toyota doing very well so far, with Reddick and Hamlin getting dominating wins. We have Chevrolet drivers like Lawson and Elliott staying consistent, with Ford teams lagging slightly behind, like Blaney, which is sad to see. A lot of pit crew so far this year, but we need to get the car ready too. Drivers like Chase Briscoe making surprise podium runs. We have Strategy and Lake Carson shaking up our early results. For next race, be a very fun Talladega this weekend. Tyler Reddick for best car momentum. Kyle Larson's also very good there. Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, some dark horses. Chase Briscoe. Let me check the time of this race. Do I have it on my phone saved? Jack Link's 500. Sunday, April 26th at 3 p.m. Talladega. 500 races on NASCAR. Be fun to watch. Drivers under pressure. We have Joey Logano. 4 teams overall, like Blaney and his pit crew. And I would even say Bubba Wallace. He's pretty good at these ovals. And if it's kind of weird, Tyler Reddick's doing so well, and he's doing well too, but not crazy well. So interesting. But there's already a bubble of playoff drivers already at risk with a new strategy, so we'll see. NHL right now with the Pittsburgh Penguins going 3-0. It's sad. It is crazy what is happening right now for the Pittsburgh Penguins. I'm not surprised. We said this could happen. I did predict they would do better. Currently, the Cavs are only down by 10, 37 to 27, with about 10 minutes left in the second. Penguins play again Saturday at 8. Could be the last match. We are 0-3 in this series so far, so I'm swearing Commanders pick is in. Yesterday we went 5-2 and lost. Crazy. Second match on Monday we went 3-0 and lost, and freaking Saturday 3-2 and lost. Our players are gassed. It doesn't seem like we could do it. If we could actually come back, it would be Monday, Wednesday games. So very interesting to see what would happen. I don't think we're going to come back. Our players are old. I got to see, I think, 2 matches this year. One of them were glass. I think one a little bit farther away. It's weird. You know what I mean? We have Letang now and Malkin in the second lineup. And it's just, I get it. I do. But, and it works. It does. You know, we have Carlson now. We have better, younger defensive guys that could help and get score. But I just think these old-timers really aren't helping. And if they put them in the third string, people would go crazy, because they're great. So, I don't know. So long so far, they can't really generate offense across the first 2 games at least. They managed us 2 goals. And that's actually 3 games, because we got shut out yesterday. And only 44 shots combined. Wait, we didn't get shut out yesterday. We got 2. 4 goals compared to 10. Crazy. Shots every time are just getting yoked. We really can't have that. So, it would be interesting. Also, and it's really weird because we're extremely low for a team built around stars like Crosby and Malkin, like we said. But our defense isn't there. We're not hitting like them. Like we talked about before, they're younger. They're going to hit us hard, and it's just crazy. Biggest issue is now Philadelphia is now dedicating their style of play. Flyers are using a tight defensive structure that's clogging passing lanes and neutralizing our skills players in Pittsburgh. It's forcing the Penguins into low-quality shots and preventing sustained offensive pressure, which is really good. Our power play has been so ineffective. Our defensive breakdowns has led to key goals against us, and our goalies just getting tons of shots against them. There's been a lack of chemistry, too, in key combinations, which is crazy. Like I said, I don't think we'll win. Now going on to the Cavs, we have a game today. We also have a game Sunday at 1. Maybe we could sweep them. If not, we'll play Wednesday, to be determined time. Friday, to be determined. Sunday, to be determined. The performance so far has been interesting. We've kind of been beating them just by enough against the Raptors. What's happening on the court? The first game, we won 126 to 113. Game 2, we won 115 to 105. So about 10, 13-point wins. Donovan Mitchell was dominating, hit 30-plus points in Game 1. The new Mitch and Harden combo is clicking immediately, which is great to see. They're both veterans, not surprised there. Our offense is looking elite and balanced, which is great to see. A big freeze working with Mobley as well, with two-way presence, with Mitchell as a scoring leader, and Harden as a playmaking scoring boost at the free point. It's a potent offensive system that they haven't really been able to stop. We finished 4th in the East, so I really hope we have home court advantage, or we do, in round 1. And it's a pressure year after multiple playoff exits, so hopefully we can get that. They picked Sonny Styles, linebacker, Ohio State Commanders. So many linebackers going. That's crazy. And so many Ohio State guys going. The Harden trade playoff. Cleveland trading Harden midseason. Since then we went 21-9. It's really paying off for us. Some predictors give us top 2 odds to reach the finals, which would be amazing to see. Analysts see us as top tier in the East. Our failure is looming in the past. Recently, our pressure's high despite our 2-1 lead. Right now we're losing, so we're interested to see. I do think we can go pretty deep. We might lose one game to them, so that's okay. Now real quick, let me get for Guardians. Since last week, Thursday, they won against Baltimore 4-2. Friday, they lost against them 6-4. Saturday, they won against Baltimore 4-2. Won against them Sunday 8-4. I guess our picks in for the Saints. Then Monday, we started our series against Houston, lost 9-2, won against them on Tuesday, which is great, 8-5, lost on Wednesday, 2-0. Our next series is Friday against Toronto. Right now we are 14-12. Toronto games at 7:07. Saturday we play at 3:07. Sunday we play, what is this times? Well, maybe it's because it's in Toronto, the Canada time. 1:37 p.m. Then we have a series against Tampa Bay. It starts off on Monday. 6:10, Tuesday 6:10, Wednesday 1:10. Get that, hump day, midday, baseball to get you through the week. Next Friday too, they start a series against off the Atlantics at 9:40, away over there in California, which will be interesting to see. NFL draft, we kind of been talking about it a little bit. It's in Pittsburgh today, until the 25th. There's about 257 selections. It's on ESPN, ABC, NFL. It's hosted in Pittsburgh for the first time in decades. We have 32 picks tonight, which will be interesting to see. And we kind of talked about it so far. And we kind of knew a QB like Fernando Mendoza was going to go number 1 more than likely, and he did. I guess it's a deep defensive class. It makes sense. A lot of good people on defense are getting picked right now. Saying edge rushers and linebackers are going early like they have been. Several defensive players are ranked in the top 10 to 15 overall. A lot of wide receiver strength like we've seen with Ohio State. Ohio State, LSU, and other power programs heavily represented in the mocks. Trade heavy first round expected, which you saw for Browns. Aggressive QB trades, team moving up in the top 10, and value chaos after number pick 8. Which I think is this pick, or is it the next pick? Let me refresh some of this stuff. Top 1 ain't moving, but the bottom 1 is. Yeah, it is 8. And Browns are next in number 9, which would be good to see. Obviously saw the Raiders pick Mendoza. I wanted to have a quick episode tonight. That's really it for me, guys. Hunter couldn't make it. He was a little busy when he decided to go out for draft night. I get that one. So a quick episode just for me. We'll be back here on Monday. We'll try to bring back Healthy Living here soon. Maybe Trevor might be off this Sunday. I'll have to ask him. Stay tuned on our Facebook for that. We have a post whenever we go live. If you ring the bell to the bottom right of me, that also notifies whenever we go live. If you subscribe, if you're not already, that really helps us out. And like as well, it really helps us out. Appreciate everything, guys. Appreciate all the support. We always get tons of views, I feel like, for what I do, and likes from this show and our other show, the news show. So I really appreciate all the support, guys. Watch our other episodes. We really appreciate that. Have a great night. We're there, guys, one more day. And we have Friday and then the weekend. So have a great night. Peace.